Welcome, guys. You guys already know me. I'm Sketchy on Flex. Um, I'm gonna. I don't know. I guess I got inspired by other people doing this, and I'm not gonna lie. I watch Shady's videos and I watch Heart Attack's video. This is the stripped down challenge where basically I just talk about myself, and I don't know. I'm not really one to really open up, and because I have. It's tough for me to open up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just it's not really me. I mean, there's a lot of things people don't know about me, and I'm relatively small in this community, and I'm like I'm small, you know. I guess a lot of you guys know me as like just this competitive Wi-Fi battler, and yeah, I don't win every battle, and it to be honest, it does frustrate me. I'm the type of guy that I fought through a lot, you know. I mean, I've not just on YouTube, not on Twitter and Twitch. Just I don't know. My life has kind of just been a struggle. I mean, it's gotten better in the last 3 years. It has. I mean, actually not even. Um, I want to say in the last year. I've because I've had to put in a lot of hard work, and I mean, I've had to go just a transformation to myself. Um, I'm not one to really just talk. I'm always been this kind of just go and do and get it done kind of guy, and that's always how I've been, you know. And that's simply because I know the struggle. Like people, and people on Twitter, they're like, yo, how is he able to spend all this money? It wasn't even always like that, you know. It wasn't always like that. There would be times where, like, not even in the last year, there's been points where I've struggled. Like I would go home and just I wouldn't even I just was so frustrated and so mad and just so depressed. I wouldn't even eat, or I could barely sleep, and you know, living like that is kind of it's taught me to value things, a lot of things. Um, the biggest thing about me is my pride. I'm very prideful. I'm sometimes set in my ways, but when if I set out to accomplish something, right, and and I don't get it, it kills me personally, you know. And a lot of people say, oh, it's no big deal. It's not that, not this, but it's like from personally, it kills me. I can say it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Like, I'm not even particularly worried, but it's like it kills me that I feel like I can't get something done, and if I don't get it done, I completely mess it up, and I get frustrated, and I don't necessarily, I don't necessarily get everything, and it's just that frustrates me. I make a misplay in a game. It frustrates me. I might not show it, but it frustrates me. Um, but not only that, like I live in Boston, and getting to Boston was a pain. Getting to Boston was a 5 year struggle. I'm not saying there wasn't good times, because there was, but getting to this point in my life, it's been a struggle. Like, I'm 25, you know, but I've done more in 25 years than a lot of people have done in three times my age. You know, I grew up in a military family. My dad was actually in the Navy. My dad was a Navy clerk, and but he was the type of person I will always admire in this world, because this man, he's my stepdad, but but I consider the person who was there for you and kept clothes on your back and made sure you had a roof over your head and made sure you had, stuff for school supply. And this man sacrificed a lot just to make sure we were okay. I have me and my two sisters. You know, um, but he will always be the person I will admire in this world, because no matter what, he's always supported me. When I came out, my dad was the first person I told. We funny enough, me and when I told him, it was the first time I actually went to a bar with my dad, and well, at any time, and it's like, I sat there and I struggled to even say the words. You know, I told my dad, um, yeah, I'm sorry, that's steam going off. But I told my dad, and he was just like, I already knew. I'm like, I kind of expected you to already know. It's just I needed to say the words. He was like, I'll support you no matter what. And to this day, him and my mom have already divorced, and to this day, this man, no matter what, will support me. If I needed somebody to talk to, he was there. Like, I just, I told him about my YouTube channel. He was there. Um, he was there when I went to college for the second time. Like, okay, think about me is I have two degrees. I have a bachelor's in business management, and I have an associate's in well, I have associates in computer science and technology. Um, and my dad was just like, he was just supportive. Hell, he paid for me to go to college the second time, and didn't even ask for anything in return. Actually, no, he take that back. He asked to make sure that it was worth going back to school, and I was like, and I literally, I was like, that. This is the thing that's gonna set me on my way. You want me to be successful in life. I feel like if I go back to college right now, it would be the better thing, because now later in my life I will probably need it. Um, um, but yeah, as I mentioned, I'm gay. I'm proud of that. It's 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 who I am. You know, I'm also a furry. Go figure. I'm actually a cat. And I know the Pokemon community kind of see furs as just like ugh, but I'm just and being gay is just a combination. Oh, also I'm black, so it's like like, three strikes in my personal life. I can't go to the normal person and be like, oh yeah, you don't know. Um, but yeah, um, what about me? Wait, when I don't. As I said, I'm really bad at talking about myself. I'm I'm sorry if I'm blinking a lot. It's just, it's hard for me to talk about myself. I can talk about others. I can talk about how others are, but when it comes to myself, I don't. I'm just I'm I'm like a blank canvas, man, and I try to paint a good picture, you know. I try to stay in my lane like more than half the time. If I can come out of it just to help somebody, I'll do so. But I'm just fair, you know. I I have a boyfriend, and I love him to death. He's been my sole motivation for like the last 3 years, and he's been my rock. Even though me and him, we've gone through a lot, not between each other, just outside shit. You know, his parents not liking me, and then me moving from Virginia to Missouri to Boston and being so far away. It's just that we survived. We 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 have survived as a couple. We've made it work, and it's something I could lose my job. I could give up YouTube. I could sell everything. But the one thing in this world I will never, ever, ever trade or give up on is my boyfriend. Dusty, and I know you're gonna watch this, and I love you, and I'm I cannot I cannot wait for the day that we're living together as a couple. He he's been the sole motivation about me keeping this job and me wanting to do YouTube because he knows YouTube is fun for me. It's a stress reliever for me. But at times, there's been times I wanted to quit. Hell, I posted yesterday I wanted to quit YouTube, and he's just like, "Don't." And I'm like, I can't. If he believes in me, I'll stay. And I could literally have one fucking sub. I love all my subs. I do. And for them to actually check out my channel, it's a beautiful thing. But even if I just had one sub and he was that one sub, I would fucking continue doing this. I don't know. I'm not. He also knows that I'm not happy with life. I'm not happy with being in a big ass city by myself, and it's been a struggle because you try. And I know a lot of people can relate to this. If not, it's just something I gotta go. But it's hard being in a city like this, being by yourself, not many friends. Hell, I don't even have that many friends on YouTube. Like, I would love to collab with people. Just not even simply collabing, just fucking talking. Be like, people. I see it all the time where people just have conversation, and it's just like, I want that. You know, I want that. I want friends. I don't have many friends. I don't. You know, the friends I do have, I would go to war with. You know, even if they were in the wrong. Friends mean that much to me. You know, I know. And just doing this is it's kind of just I'm putting myself out there for people. You know, this is me. This is the guy behind this channel. You know what my life is. My life, even though I'm happy. I'm not happy. Like, I hate the fact that I go to bed alone. I hate the fact that I wake up alone. I hate the fact that, every day is just, I get reminded of being alone. I hate that feeling. I really do. And not a lot of people can do that. And I'm just like, to I don't know. Oh, man. Okay, alright. So I have two sisters. I'm actually the middle child. You know, and what's cool about being a middle child is low expectations. Like, okay, so even of myself, but I've realized I've done more than my two sisters. I love them to death, but I've done more than my two sisters. But um, I have a mom and my stepdad, and then I don't want to talk about my sperm donor because that is just a whole different conversation. You know, um, fuck it. I don't know exactly where to begin and end on that, but it's like it's there. You know, um, what else? I don't know. Um, I'm pretty much an open book. It's just that nobody really asks me. The only real person that knows who I am is again my boyfriend. But it's like if you actually took the time to know me, why I do half the things, why I'm kind of like why I'm competitive, why everything is a battle to me. If you actually took the time to understand why. Like people don't know. Like I've literally been fighting my entire life. I've been competing against everybody. That is why I'm competitive. I know how life is. I know how my life is. I just, I don't know. I want friends. I really do. I want to be able just to chill with people. And I'm kind of putting myself out there. You know, but it's something everybody wants in life. They want somebody to chill and hang out with and be like, ooh, yeah, just be cool with. But I not really. I'm sitting when you sit at home for like on my days off. I'll sit at home and I'll just record. And believe it or not, the only thing I do is record. Um, I talk to my boyfriend, and other than that, like I'm just sitting there, sitting at a blank wall. You know, I think this has been 1 in 10 minutes. I've literally been rambling on. um, I don't know. I doubt this will get any views, but I wanted to do it. You know, just me. This is me. I'm just a person. Kind of. This is me. Anybody who actually want to take the time to get to know me, get to know me. You know what my Twitter is. You know what my Facebook. Well, okay, I'm not gonna share my Facebook because, yeah, it's my Facebook. Fuck that. But this is me, and it's what I can do. But thank you for checking out the video. I know this has been more than 10 minutes, and I'm just rambling on and on. But thank you, and stay sketchy.